Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, 70, Indy.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Greystone travel.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Out to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Locked to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Godwin. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got the hook up to Miller. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
General West.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Locke now on first down. That one complete to Hill. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Let's go.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
On second down, here's Locke. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Buccaneers 14, Packers 7.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Now!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Herbert caught by Jones. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Go!
Packers 44-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike 50, Mike 50. Get ready. Hey.
Now.
Second and 10.
50, Mike 50.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Check out.
Hey, Team 6. Head up.
On first down, Herbert. Buying time to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
I'm going to come back to you.
Get it.
On second down now. It's Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Locke. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And taken right on the 30. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
64, weak, 5.
Lock now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
6-6, bullet 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 56.
Hey, Delta.
Check 56.
To throw again. Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Hey, Haywood.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lock nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hey, Charlie!
Throwing on first down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 50. We got to get the ball. Get the ball.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike 50.
Get it!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready! 8, read.
Mike 54. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Hey, 2.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey! High 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to...
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. 25, check 25.
Blue draw quarters. 5.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Let's go.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, Orbit.
He can't hang. He's not.
Look at me. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Goggins get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
14 yards there on a Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, wide open receiver, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, and a quick throw here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
We got this.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Protein spill. 5.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the... Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
54. Get that quarterback here.
Let's go.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 1. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st
After the turnover, here's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Locke will try again on second down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Under 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, Delta.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL